When buying a new car, usually rarely anyone thinks about its resource. They say, enough for my lifetime, and okay. But for buyers of used cars, the issue of reliability and durability is a priority. Will the resource of the popular Korean model be enough for a second or third owner? Ukrainian sales of Kia Ceed began almost immediately after its debut in Europe, at the end of 2006. Cars for the European market were assembled in the Slovak city of Žilina. The 5-door hatchback was the first to pull up, and in the summer of 2007, the SW station wagon appeared. The dynamic 3-door Pro Ceed was launched in the autumn of the same year. In our country, the model was in high demand, which was facilitated by the design tailored to European patterns, good driving performance, economical and powerful engines, as well as a competitive price. The Ceed engine range included 3 petrol engines of 1.4 liters, 109 horsepower, 1.6 liters, 122 horsepower, and 2.0 liters, 143 horsepower, as well as a pair turbo diesels 1.6 liters, 115 horsepower, and 2.0 liters, 140 horsepower. The standard transmission for all engines, except for the 2.0-liter turbo diesel, which was equipped with a 6-speed mechanics, was a 5-speed manual gearbox. The machine was offered only with petrol engines of 1.6 and 2.0 liters. Ceed was sold in Ukraine in 3 configuration levels. The base LX had ABS with EBD, 6 airbags, an immobilizer with an onboard computer and a CD, MP3 radio, electric front windows and heated mirrors, air conditioning. The X package had climate control, 16-inch alloy wheels, fog lamps, power rear windows, anti-theft system and leather-trimmed steering wheel, gear knob and parking brake. And in the TX, a heated windshield and seats, a combined interior, a multifunction steering wheel, dynamic stabilization and emergency braking systems, brake assist, parking sensors and a light sensor were added. The Ukrainian market is dominated by dealer cars, mostly with petrol engines. The 4s of 1.4 and 1.6 liters of the Gamma series are similar in design. And they cannot boast of an acceptable resource. By 150,000 kilometers, repairs may be needed with the replacement of piston rings, as well as a set of connecting rod and main bearings. Engines are capricious about the quality of fuel and oil. Replacing spark plugs and ignition coils, oxygen sensors and mass airflow is not uncommon. By 100,000 kilometers, the converter also dies. Dealers recommend flushing the injection system and throttle assembly every 30,000 kilometers. The chain in the timing gear drive stretches to 100,000 kilometers. You can't pull with a replacement. If it jumps a couple of teeth, the valves will meet the pistons. And by 150,000 kilometers it breaks through the cylinder head gasket. But the 2.0-liter Beta series engine with a cast iron block is a model of durability. Its resource is up to 350,000 kilometers. But every 60,000 kilometers, the timing belt is updated. On turbo diesels, injection nozzles withstand 150,000 kilometers, and high-pressure fuel pumps are 2 times longer. The Garrett turbocharger is also at risk. There are also issues with gearboxes. On a 5-speed manual gearbox, already by 130,000 kilometers, the gear rims of the gears, the synchronizer clutch and the third gear blocking ring crumble. And by 120,000 kilometers, the box begins to crunch and rest when shifting gears. Clutch replacement is best done complete with a basket, clutch disc and release bearing. The A4CF1 automatic transmission is the reincarnation of the Mitsubishi F4A41 automatic transmission. The unit before overhaul can run 250,000 kilometers and even more. In the fully independent suspension of the Kia Ceed, the original shock absorbers, both front and rear, were considered a weak point, which began to tap after 20,000 kilometers of run. At first they were changed, as well as the front stabilizer struts. But after restyling, the shock absorbers were modernized and their service life increased markedly. Hub bearings do not differ in durability either, front and rear can withstand, as a rule, 50,000 kilometers. The body does not corrode for a long time. But the lacquer coating is delicate, chips and scratches appear easily, and the lacquer falls off in pieces from plastic parts. Rotting bottom edges of doors. In the rear suspension, even on a new car, fully functional shock absorbers rumbled eerily. They were changed under warranty, but this was enough for a maximum of 25,000 kilometers. The problem was solved only in 2009, when the shock absorbers were modernized and their service life was increased several times. In the front suspension, shock absorbers and wheel bearings do not differ in durability, which rarely last longer than 50,000 kilometers. After 2009, parts have become more enduring, but the stabilizer struts remain the main consumable, often not even 20,000 kilometers. Engine. The 2.0-liter petrol engine is trouble-free. He only changes the timing belt after 60,000 kilometers. The most massive 1.6 and 1.4 liters when buying a car should be carefully diagnosed. The wear of the cylinder piston group usually occurs already by 150,000 kilometers. Transmission. When choosing a used ceed, it is more expedient to give preference to a more reliable machine than a 5-speed mechanics. When buying, check the condition of the anthers of the CV joints, which by 50,000 kilometers begin to poison the lubricant.